그래. So tonight, before the room, I thought I'd go over the Geshe Sopa Rinpoche's Lama Yeshe teacher, my teacher, Lama Yeshe teacher from Tibet. And then later, here I received the teachings from him, Umukamurasa, and Mother teachings, then such teaching, maybe half, or then Tangalay Singbo, then the Lama Yeshe of the Haktum, so received the teachings from Geshe Sopa Rinpoche in America, as well outstanding teacher, well known in the LZR Garden Devung, all the 6 monasteries. So that who received the special transmission, special way of teaching philosophy, very clear. From this ex-Gaden Chiba, Zangba, I've got the name, in Tibet, very famous, very famous, extremely learned, top. So his way of teaching philosophy is so clear. So Geshe Sopa Rinpoche and his disciples received. So as regards to very special teachings received from Geshe Sopa and many others, outstanding teacher, extremely qualified. So the Zangba Kazar Sundu. Luther, all very the Kata Zangba Chisu Gratumati. Zangba Chisu Gratumati, Kata Chamba. Chamba 왜? So again, Sopa Rinpoche and many others who received teachings from him of philosophy. So this has special, clear way of teaching. So then. We had also very educated in the philosophy. Ken Losang, he was my friend before he became abbot. We talked a long time, after 2 o'clock, night time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, etc. Not in Tibet, here, South India. He came from Tibet much late, as very educated. So Pannawadika, Samanamdra, Pannawadika is very famous, very top learned education. So in the Devung, there's one Geshe in Devung, Geshe Tabge. So those two are supposed to be expert in South India, in the Panagwatika, Tamanamde. This was kind of known. And yeah, so he was very expert in the Madhamika and the Abhisamaka, the Genla Sangha. We spent much time before he became abbot. So most talks about how much he suffered in Tibet after Mao Zedong took over Tibet. And so he was a prisoner for a long time and all that. So sometimes the debate, most time is a story in Tibet, and so that. So then our Gabon monks who studied Gabon then went to Sarah to study, and many of the earlier ones became his disciple, Genlo Sang's disciple. So they started very young time, so they became Geshe while they're young. So in Taiwan, because the body is young, so they don't have Lego, they don't have a kind of head. The hair's gone out.
Bald head.
Bald head, that's right. They didn't have bald head. They don't have a big stomach. How generally, old monk, they have a bald head and stomach. And so in Taiwan, the people say they find it difficult to have faith in the young monks. But even though in Dharma they're expert, they receive teaching, they study philosophy from Gelo Sang. So one thing is this. Yes, the earlier ones, also Geshe Chunyi, present abbot of Kapan, the resident teacher at Singapore ABC, and then to then Jamyang, who died in Taiwan, was very good in philosophy and also studied astrology and studied India, and he was very good in the grammar, poetry, the grammar. Anyway, but unfortunately, he passed away in Taiwan. Some obstacle happened, and he was alone at the center. Nobody else was at the center. He was alone. He lives alone. So something happened. I don't know what. Spiritual or something. They had a fight. The spirit came to say, "I control the world," and said blah blah blah. So he didn't agree, and they had a fight. So there's something. Then he stayed 1 week or something in the bathroom. So then he brought glasses. Then he jumped. Didn't break much. He jumped. The tiny blood came out somewhere in the ear or something. So too long time, because nobody can touch until police comes. Nobody can touch. So I think too long time. So neighbors saw. And then took half hour, 1 hour, something, so too long time. Then police came. So he was taken to hospital. Then on the way, what people believe is that he passed away on the way. So he arrived in the hospital. In the car, or he was believed dead. and maybe in the hospital or something. Then he's transferred to Nan Kem. His name is her name is Chimiru. Chinderong. Her name is Chinderong. So Nan, who been translating for him for quite a number of years, then she came, she called, Geshe, Geshe, Geshe. Then he opened the eye. He was believed dead. He was, but then nothing moves function. Then he opened the eye. One is Geshe called Geshe, Geshe, opened the eye. And then that's it, finish it. So, then well, asked as soon as to check his reincarnation, and then he soon as says he's a good monk. He's a good monk, and said reincarnated. Then he soon as recognized the one from Surkumbu, studying Sarah. So he appears normally like a great meditator. It looks different than other couple monks in Taiwan. And I think the rest busy, the Kasuri making all the vases and working together. But he does things, checking things on the question. He wrapped around, his head is wrapped around with Zen, this Zen, wrapped around, sit in chair. And that's it. I think he does observation. Probably, I think probably, maybe he could recognize clearly the extremely subtle mind. I think my guess. So I think maybe he's giving answer through the clear light. I think with the tantric realization. So he stays like this, and that's not just sleeping, it's not reason to wrap around his head. So that, I think that's my guess. So he give very detailed answer when somebody asks questions, very detailed answer. So it's not just astrology. He says astrology, but I don't think it's not just astrology, I think. So anyway, he and also the other Lama Sherpa, their bodies are small, but they don't have bald head or big stomach. Then, they don't have that. So the education is very good from studying Geshe. So people in Taiwan, they find difficult to trust. They find difficult to have faith because the body is young, very young. No bald head, no big stomach. So then the people in Taiwan, they believe the monks who have a little bit old, big belly, bald head, even the Dharmas, even Dharmas not much, Example, as long as the body outside is like that, and then there's more faith in Taiwan. And people told me, so this one Losang Sherpa, they all the same Geshe Losang's disciple. So when he was teaching the Kapon philosophy, debate, you see the classes, when he was teaching, there are many teachers at Kapan, learned. But his way of teaching is very clear. That the Kapan, Sangpo, or those who served for me, they attended. So they told me that his way of teaching is very clear. So for the Kapan monks, so that was lineage from the they received from the Geshe Sopa, who was a disciple of the famous Geshe Sopa was a disciple, but the famous maybe I don't know what he received directly from the famous Gatan Cheba, this Zangba Gen Luru Lo La Sundu so like that. Even Kapan like that, when they teach philosophy, different technique. I mean, how's that clear? More clear, more easy to understand. Like that is the way of teaching. So anyway, the Genlo Sang, he told me before he was abbot. Oh, he was abbot already, I'm not sure. I think maybe before he was abbot. So he told me that if I receive Bodhicharya Avatar commentary from Geshe Sopa, which lineage came from the famous Gadancheva, then he would like to take from me the commentary of the Bodhicharya Avatar, the lineage. I didn't receive complete teaching from Geshe Sopa about Bodhicharya Avatar, some part patience or some part, not all. So, yeah, so that's what Geshe Sopa mentioned to me, that if I receive complete, then he would like to take. I think maybe that was before abbot, I think. So since become abbot, we didn't meet much, Kasuri. Yeah. He's very busy, and so anyway, so probably he had, I don't know, 1,000 disciples, or he met many Inca lamas, very learned, and many cases of learned, so that. Okay, so so the Geshe Sopa Rinpoche said this about the will of life, teachings on the description of the will of life. So the teaching, that he gave this teaching many years in Switzerland. There was a gathering, and the learned ones invited there to give talk. Learned ones from different college, organized by the religious office, Lama Yeshe from Dharamsala. Oh, so maybe I go through that. So you get, I think, I don't know how many people really study well the will of life, I'm not sure. Yeah. So my plans somewhere there, that side, I think, empty place, to have a large will of life with painting, then backside light. Painting the backside light, then you use a very big one, which shows Four Noble Truth. Then you see, well, it might come later, but Usually you should have Four Noble Truths, but many will of life come from Nepal, in Nepal. Those artists who don't know the teachings of Four Noble Truths, that it shows true suffering and true cause of suffering, and true cessation of suffering and true path. So that's basic subject, what it shows. So if you are suffering, then how to be free from samsara, it shows. You actualize true path, then you can actualize the true cessation of suffering. The Buddha standing, Buddha pointed out to handle this. So here's the moon, circle. So the point out to the other side, the true path, the words the one stanza. Attempt and renounce to. There's a verse up there. So then those two are true truth, true path, and this Buddha pointed out. Then there's if you actualize true path, then you achieve true cessation of suffering. So this moon, the Buddha has pointed out like that. But it's so many will of life missing, don't have the true path. And so instead of true path, they draw the Pure Land. They draw the Amitabha Pure Land, like that. So the main thing in the Buddhism, Four Noble Truth, basic teaching of the Four Noble Truth is missing. There, true truth is there, but true path is mostly missing. Not that because the artists, most of the artists didn't study basic Dharma, so I think due to that, they just copy what somebody just taught, or that somebody who also maybe doesn't know much, so I think it's something like that. So also some whole of life didn't have the Buddha point out the true cessation of suffering, the Sina part of the moon is not there. So true truth is missing. So most of the Sanghas don't have a true path. The real method that makes you free from samsara is missing. So you see the real subject, the basis of the Mahayana Sutra, Mahayana Tantra, is missing. So the true path is missing, most of Tangas. So that. Yes. The getting reborn in the Pure Land is not the main subject, it's the true path. True, but what Buddha taught in the Sarnath, first Ultimate Dharma, the main subject. So, that's a very important subject of Buddhism. How you can be free from death. Only Buddhism talks about that. How you can be free from death. If you are suffering by death, how you can be free. Death from old age, sickness, rebirth. Very important subject. You see, and the world people don't want to suffer. But they don't know what to do. They just go to makeup shops and spend a lot of money like Michael Jackson. Went so many times to fix his face. He's not that old, but I don't know. He goes went many times to fix his face. I think many face. I think. It's very but he's not that old. Doesn't depend his wish. But anyway, so people don't like suffering, but suffering pain. These things they don't like, but they don't know. They don't know the truth. They don't happen with Dharma. They happen with Dharma, so they don't know. So they don't know true, that there's a true path. That there's a way to actualize. You know, you listen, because the Buddha's teaching has the benefit. The basic Buddha's teaching, fundamental Buddha's teaching, has benefit. So they don't know. They haven't met. They don't know. So they don't look for Buddha's teaching. And it's about karma. You know, somebody can meet but generally not. So see, they don't know benefits. So they don't have particular understand Buddhist teachings. So it's so sad. So they go to makeup shop, some of those changing the body or somebody. I mean, whatever they can do to young and all that. But I mean, you have to do again, because the physically gradually, you know, even though you fix, it doesn't look good. In my view, even though they went to makeup shops and fix, but if something pulled off or something, you know, it didn't look good. It's not natural. It didn't look good. This is my view. I mean, there's no. I mean, spread out the skin so no wrinkles and anyway. So, but you know, they don't know true path. There's a true path. Can actualize. You see, and then you can introduce, no idea. So how ignorant that is. You know, same as the fly get in the pot, and the clay pot, and then there's right there, a big hole to come out, but can't see that. Goes in. There's a kind of smell to that. We think that a fly is so ignorant. This big hole can come out, but doesn't see. So that's amazing. So, okay. I don't know what. So that's the big one. So it's so Buddha explained. Buddha explained. Then after Buddha explained, then outside the monastery to draw these. Then when the people come to see the monastery, you know, to pray, to offerings, I mean whatever. So come to see the monastery. Then. There's a monk always, give the job to explain to people about the rule of life outside. You see? So when they come to the monastery, they get the whole idea. They got the basic idea of why you become monk. Why you become monk. Now there's none. So, you see, you get the whole idea. Why monastery? Why they should have monastery? Why there's a monk? What the life change? I mean, why they have to become a monk? And what is the benefit of that? So you get the whole idea there. From rule of life, somebody explain, get the whole idea. You see, get the, general basic idea. Oh, so of course, then when you start the philosophy, then unbelievable details. So that's why the rule of life, always monasteries have. Usually so they know that the rule of life should draw outside the monastery, near the door. And there are other drawings, but the rule of life is one. So like that, you see, gives You know, need to practice. At least even you don't become a monk, but at least you need to practice Dharma. So from that you get the idea why Dharma is the most important than anything else in their life. So from where you get all the happiness. So for example, that. So Geshe said here, okay, so Jina Bodhicitta, okay, to achieve enlightenment, to free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara, and to bring to Buddhahood. That's possible, okay? Yeah, Buddha was not listening to teaching, okay? So, so Geshe says that I don't have beginning part. I don't have very, very beginning. Geshe says, so if it's correctly done, the painting, you know, as it is explained, the teaching, then you see somebody who knows about it, then you can explain the people who own that painting. And so you can explain, somebody who knows can explain to those people who have that painting in the house or who own that painting. So you see, then the Four Noble Truths then get clear. So it really gives happiness, you know, that your life has a freedom, that your life has otherwise you see, otherwise your life, you know, no matter how much you suffer, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You have no idea. So that's why so many people in the West, depression, millions and millions of people in so much depression is also like that. So many people commit suicide because they don't know what's the meaning of life. What's the meaning of life? So many of them commit suicide. And then that's where the armies, American armies, went to South Arab or the Saudi Arabia and those countries for war, and they're so unbelievable lives. So many of the people get killed, and then other people get killed, bombed. So we see after all that, even they're alive, even they become alive, then you see they come back to America. Then their mind is so much suffering. Those who survived, they come to America. Then their mind is not like before. Their mind is very much sort of like life has no meaning. They see the life is no meaning. And the mind is how to say, mind is not like before. Like mind is kind of mental sickness also same. they not like before. Before they went for war, not like that. Stable or relaxed or stable, not like that. Very much a disturbed mind, and no meaning, zero. Very disturbed mind. So then the American government is to use mindfulness meditation to the armies who come back from South Arabia or those countries. Then that helps to a little bit to calm down the mind. So that's the meditation, mindfulness meditation is used. So if found beneficial, is used for the army who come back to country settlement, to quiet. So there's one army. He was not in the fight, but he is a very high technology. In the army there, but work as a technology in the computer or something, not in the actual sort of fight, not so much. Mainly technology of computer during the war, and so because he was taught. So they came back to America and they were taught mindfulness. So because of that, then he checked where to go. He checked the army. Checked where to go. So he checked Nepal. Then he said, retreat place. Then he found it in the computer or the website or what? What do you call it? Huh? What? The Google, I say. Anyway, this army checked because they were taught mindfulness. So he checked. Then he checked Nepal, and then Nepal, it says, replace louder. Replace louder, it says. Before laughter, I met him, I think he was Bodh Gaya route, working in the office. And then I met him. He was up there, Laudo, when I went up there, because I heard the story. So I called him the cave. And I asked him questions, but he doesn't talk much. He's a person who's quiet, doesn't talk much. So I asked the questions, and he explained me this thing. So he was a Laudo during the time I was there. Then he had to go back to route again to continue to work in the office. So I don't know where he's. He's American. He was in America, but I don't know exactly where he is now. There was, I think, they're going to put a pipe from Canada to bring what? Water? To America, and so the what do you call it? Red Indian, or how to say? Native Americans. So I think 300 or 3,000 or something gathered there to protest, not to put the pipe, to not destroy the land. I heard this student, this army, went there to help for this case. It should not happen. So, because mindfulness, you don't think past, you don't think future. You see, this basic thing on it now. So that's usually. So I think that when you do that, then your mind becomes more peaceful. It's something, I think, might be something that. So Geshe says here, so I'm going to explain a little bit the structure of the wheel of life, how to draw, meaning and how to draw. So usually when Geshe gives Lamrim teachings, even just myself alone there, but Geshe says, at the beginning he says, oh, he forgot, remember, I forgot. So show the humbleness. There's I know, like in the West we have to show that you're the best man, and like that. But even myself alone, but now a long time ago I forgot, like that at the beginning. The humbleness, so learned one showing humbleness. That's the quality of learned one. Don't show pride. Oh, I know this. Humbleness. This. So Geshe seems many times maybe that's like this at the beginning. You see, because even there was one of myself. So it's a Tibetan word, King Jungba. So that's. Lama Yeshe, on the table, there's a notebook at a couple in his room. So after I came back, in the notebook says, the quality of learned one is a humbleness. This is a humbleness, quality of learned one. Is written there. So that. And then Lama wrote, Shantideva, when he passed away, he meditated 1 year. He was a meditation 1 year when he passed away. He was a meditation, and his mind meditation, the death time, 1 year. This was written. So Lama's plan was to meditate 1 year. He didn't tell me precisely. He didn't tell me. I was there. But he kept on telling to Pero, Claudio is the friend, Pero, Claudio, and Stefano, the other one, their friend, Stefano, I think Chambachuji, Spanish, nun who met the Lauda Lama, this book, Chambachuji and maybe Jackie, the secretary, the American secretary, Jackie. So Lama told him that he would meditate for 1 year. If all the students gathered in the one house and do Bodhisattva for 1 year, all the students gather in one house. So even didn't say where, but one place, everybody, all the students gather, do Bodhisattva for 1 year. Then he will stay when he passes in meditation 1 year. So Lama told him a few times. And Lama checked Dharmasala to see that there are many high lamas, many great lamas in Tibet. How they passed away. Yeah, he checked the books, the Dharma books there. The lamas, many great lamas, who benefit from the sentient teaching Buddha. So they see how they passed away. They explained their teaching. So the Lama checked. He went through the books. So Kasure. And then Kasure, went to ask his Holiness whether to operation or not. Because in Nepal, the doctor says too old, their heart. So I think maybe didn't want to operation or something like that. So asked his Holiness, and then his Holiness said yes, and then try or something. Then went to America. Time before that, one Lama was there before. Probably, maybe when he was teaching in the university that time, I'm not sure. Bought a house. It is more or less what Lama liked to have. So the house right on the beach. So the sitting room, it's all with glasses around. So you see the whole ocean, only ocean, no mountain. No mountain, so only ocean. It's supposed to be a mountain, was protection for the house, but it's the only ocean. So this, of course, for generals and people, it's of course that's what you would like to have. So, without not only Chinese but Tibetans, they have all those similar, all those older people who build many monasteries or carpenters or yes, they know the kind of basic functions. They can only by year to year they learned, so that house was all that. On the beach, no mountain, backside. The front door facing to the road, and it is up, it goes up. Then the house, big building, in the front. So that you see, and then the kitchen, and where you make party or something, room separate. Also outside boundary, things like that. So the idea was to go to teach Dharma around the world and to come back for 6 months to do retreat or do rest. That was Lama's idea. But you see, so Lama paid some money when they governed Monastery Bank and Swiss. But my members have to supposed to pay the whole thing, and so the one old student called Karuna, and his parents are wealthy, so borrow money from that family, and I think bought something, I don't know, yeah, something that. Anyway, borrow money from bank. I borrow money from bank. So I don't know what Karuna's parents to do. They borrow money from bank, and she's supposed to pay. And then what happened was she was there 1 year after Lama passed away. And then, she has business. There was one nun, N. She passed away now quite a long time ago. Quite a number of years ago. So she helped her business, and I think she made maybe $100 million. I think they came in the American Time magazine. So after that, the Lama after took a sickness, their heart. So that's in our ordinary people's view. So then she didn't have time for 2 months. Looking after Lama, hospitals, all other things. So the things got stuck, clothing got stuck Bombay, $100,000, clothing got stuck Bombay. And then she, Ann left, because I think she didn't get enough to thank or Kashore. She was treated sort of sort of family members, sort of. Anyway, she left. So then she hired a new person. So lost a lot of money, and then the house, unable to buy the house. Then got to the bank because I borrowed money from bank. So I think she lost the bank got the house. And so later, an old couple bought the house. So I went there one time, in the house. So these old people, the feng shui of the house is very bad. So the old couple, you see, from all the people, all the families around complained them. And even after that is a house on the top of the mountain, down below beach. So straight down below the beach, there's a house. Near the water, there's a house. Even they complain even from down there, they complain the old couple they live in the same house. So that's unbelievable. So anyway, so when after Lama passed away, so Jeki was I think the only one who knows or Lama told. So of course I know, but so Geshe Sopa Rinpoche came to America. I invited from Switzerland, from Geshe Sopa Monastery. The Lama took paralysis, so which came to Jihaikiwa. This is secret haiku, not most secret. Secret haiku puja, the spiritual puja to relieve the paralysis. So Rinpoche did puja, and then Rinpoche left. So sooner or later, the Lama passed away in Los Angeles. The paralysis kind of didn't last long, went. So the then I called Rinpoche again to Bajapani to the puja. The Lama passed away, so again Rinpoche has come back to America from Switzerland. So Rinpoche was there 1 week or something. So did Kature at the Bajapani we did Hiruka, Bodhamandala self-initiation, then the Bajrayogini self-initiation. The Lama's holy body was there in the room, I think maybe 3 days or something. Then was taken out in the box. Then Rinpoche did Jangwa. Then there was Geshe Sopa Rinpoche, and the Rinpoche was there or not? No, maybe not. Not Rinpoche. So Geshe Sopa was there. Maybe the resident, Bajapani resident teacher, Yen Yadrung, his name is Pombaksa. He was there, and Geshe Charlton and some, yes. So we did the Hiruka Bodhamandala self-initiation, Bajrayogini self-initiation. I think maybe 3 days, wasn't it? So you see, after yes, after Sopa Rinpoche, the late morning, I think it's the late morning or afternoon, after Lama passed away, the New Year, Tibetan New Year morning, 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, something around that. So late morning or afternoon, I rang Geshe Sopa Rinpoche what to do. You can't keep the holy body in the hospital for a long time. So they gave one room to keep for, I don't know, 6 hours or something, I'm not sure what. So, so Rinpoche said to have to request, please over the meditation at the time of death, so the body has to take away. So you have to ring the bell. So I did that. Then I did. I mean, included that in it for Lama, but I did. The hair to pull the hair. Which Italy, I did, but it is real doesn't. So, but there was one candle backside. I didn't see, but the flames come up. So that the American student, Dorian, Los Angeles, Geshe Charlton's the western side to the main student. And so he's a benefactor of the Bajapani. So he comes there when there's initiation or things like that. So he was there. And I think maybe John was there, who's now a monk. So he was there. So he said that when I was doing the prayer, Bajrayogini, to burn Pure Land prayer, so the flame, there was candle flame, from that from that kind of long flame went up. It said, so I asked Rinpoche what to do, and then, Switzerland. Yeah, then came to Bajapa, taking Holy Body, went to the, brought to the Geshe Sopa Center in Los Angeles, and then from there, by car, Volkswagen to Bajapani. So in the Bajapani Gomba, there's another small room inside, so kept there. And there was the ice. So that's right, from the hospital. Then you see, in the evening time, then it was taken to the place with the ice, where they keep the Holy Body, sort of the ice and this. So they put it in the very strange. This is America, but they put it in the animal skin box, kind of very old animal skin box. They put the Holy Body. They put the lid. So this, I think, this probably they do to all the people. I think this is very strange. Very strange. I mean, reality doesn't need. The reality, and that is, so taking the place. That's what normal people body done. So taking the place, and they put the ice down below, and so they do it themselves. So then the next day, Holy Body came. So there's ice. So after 3 days or something more or less, then the Tibetan, ex-monk from the Gelugpa monastery near Bauta, something, one monk, ex-monk. So he was the key person. He knew all the Tibetan, he knew all the normal way to put the body in keep the legs up, and all other things, you see. So put the crown, the oil, and in the deity's Christian, the initiation, so same. He knew all to do. So there was John McKay, old student from Bajapani, and then I think maybe one John and so the with the ex-monk, then they were inside the room to packing the Lama's holy body. So so we were Geshe Sopa Rinpoche and I were on top of the hill where holy body, this thing, to put Lama's body inside and put offer fire, this thing was built. So we were there. So the Tibetan ex-monk, Losang, so he told Geshe Sopa Rinpoche, when he was picking up the holy body, Lama's holy body was like totally alive. There's no hard, there's no kind of hardened, you see. So usually, before you die, your body becomes like wood, a piece of wood laying down on the body. Because it becomes hard, so hard. I saw the other dead body dying in front of me. So it became like that, the Tibetan, I saw the India told. So anyway, so he said, Lama's holy body is like alive. When you took up from the ice, you see, flexible, like not dead. He was very surprised. He told his own son with it. And then only when his Lama's legs put like this, then he was tying. Then only that time, then the Bodhicitta came out. He said, only that time, then Bodhicitta seed, the sperm came out. But he said, he told his son, but it has a, he said, it has such a terrible smell. He said, it has such a terrible smell. He says, he's so sorry. He was totally surprised. Because he believed that, you see, there was ice, but he was picking up the holy body. You see? But hands alive. I mean, like exactly nothing like alive, not concrete. So he was so surprised. Only that time, then the seed came out. So that means the Lama's mind is meditation. Even bringing back her from Geshe, from the place, I don't know what you call it, from there to Geshe place, then from there all the way up to Bajapani, from Los Angeles, all the way up to Bajapani. And then they were through the days. So you see, Lama's mind was meditation. So she didn't have final death. You see, consciousness leaving the body didn't happen. So he was very surprised. Only then the seed came out. So that is a sign. Only then that, because the legs put up, then the consciousness left. So I did, Jigga was very worried, and I did mention to Rinpoche, what the Lama said, that he would meditate for 1 year if all the students come to meditate to Stupa. So Rinpoche said, it's only there's no Lamas gurus like that, only Lamas in Tibet. There's only few who kept the holy body, and because the Lama didn't have the kind of the reputation in the Tibetan society, that is great mentor, great. It's reality, yes, great mentor who is a realization realized even in the view of, and even ordinary view of us, we ordinary people's view, yes. But you see, it doesn't show that. Lama's meditation was resting like this, laying down. Particularly I took after lunch, at maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. This is Lama's meditation session. So other people think sleeping with the heart. Oh, like that, you see. That, you see. So in Nepal, couple before Lama, we moved to Delhi and in America. So one day the Lama's friend, the Yangtze Rinpoche's father, the Changla Yangtze Rinpoche's father, Champatili came up. There's a Lama same class in Tibet. So this is a very good friend. The family, we go many times in the house and stayed there to puja. So Lama he was there in the afternoon. So Lama didn't get to the meditation days, 2 hours or sleeping or it was a meditation session. So then Lama was very, it's like you lost. Lama said, "Oh, I missed my meditation, the meditation session, sleep or the." It's like you lost, I don't know, $100,000 or I don't know, $100,000 or $1 billion or $100,000. You lost like that. Some people, business people, see, you lost, you feel much regret, like that. So today I missed. Oh, I didn't get the sleeping, or I don't remember what it was. So just one session, and that's the day. I didn't get done. It's a very quite regret show aspect. So during that time, Lama went one day to take a rest or do meditation on the Kapan Hill. That was where I did retreat. It was built by Dita, not the Dita who was ex-monk, no, not that Dita, who was there. He built a house for him. He was supposed to build Stupa there. But he said, in order to build a Stupa, the person who's building the Stupa has to have a house. So he collected around the Kapan mountain all the pieces of things, and the pieces of things he collected. Then he built a small house up there. So I did it there 2 times. And then first one during the Lama's time. Then afterwards, after a long time, then Hiruka, they 5 days in. So it's a very nice house. He has the most light. We all don't have that much. He has several lights in his small room. So anyway, so Lama one day went there. One afternoon, went there to restore the meditation there. So then, I think Nujin Zimara came to offer heart to Lama. He told me, Nujin Zimara, there's some. It's a I think for Tibet will be important. It's from some year. So he came to offer heart, the bumping heart, to Lama. Yeah, Lama told me that. Maybe I didn't push, didn't make it maybe it didn't happen so clear to explain to Rinpoche. And so I did say, Lama said this, and so the Rinpoche didn't, even though the other people, the learned people, means other people complained to me. Rinpoche said, Geshe Sopa said, if I keep the Lama's holy body, because the Lama didn't have the title in the Tibetan society, so you see what happens is some monks' bodies kept. Then you see, then kind of for other learned people in Tibet, in Tibetan society, they complain, so like that. So it's unknown. Lama is a great practitioner. In Tibetan society, not known. So Tibetan society, they complain to Lama. Because business people, business person, or this and that, they complain. This is what they see from outside. This is what they see from outside. They don't know what Lama is. They really don't know. So material people. The Lama's Guru, Geshe and those scriptures, they know. They know. Realization, all that, you see. But like that. So, but in the Tibetan society, some of the monks, they can do more faith to me, about nothing. Nothing. My mind is the empty container, the empty container. the walls, thing, empty container. But this is an attainment. But you see, they press me and this pressing Lama, total wrong view. Very funny. So like that. So anyway, but you see, that's what happened. Business or business monk or some, different things. But then you see later, the Geshes from Baksa. So the many Geshes, they here from South India, who become Geshes South India. But you see, from Baksa, the original many Geshes from Baksa, we invite in the West, so the centers to teach Dharma. So they learned it, and so they saw how difficult it is to teach Western people. Not easy. So even not skillful, they run away. In Spain, I was in Spain. Sorry, I was struggling. I was in Spain, and I treated the people like America, talk like that. So, you see, in Spain, a city, the big city, I'm forgotten. I forgot the big city. Barcelona. Yeah, there's one center of Kanchen Rinpoches. So the first time they invited, so there's a lady there, she organized the talk. Many people came, but you see, after 5 minutes, people leave. I talk, after 5 minutes, people leave. People leaving, coming, that. Anyway, then after that, then you see, then really appreciate Lama Yeshe, really appreciate. Because it's not easy to teach Dharma in the West. So you need a lot of skill. It's not skill is one thing, but maybe karma also. So then everybody, many people, many lamas in Tibetan society or the Sarakatara, then they appreciate Lama Yeshe. Then really appreciate Lama Yeshe. Really appreciate Lama Yeshe. Like that happened. Oh yeah, you have to. I'm just telling. What happened? Really appreciate. Like that. So anyway, okay, that's what this is. I don't know why I'm talking about the Lama. Yeah, I think so. It didn't happen. What Lama wanted, so it didn't happen exactly. So that the Lama was in meditation. You see, consciousness did not left the meditation. So only when he moved the legs and things, then Buddhist, the seed came out, and then that time left. So, Kasure. Kasure. Yeah, but the Vajrasattva, Kapan did continuously day and night. The different people change. Maybe a couple of monks, but also maybe Western, I think. And Tushita also did. I think they did. In the Mahamudra Center, they did. I think maybe 1 year, I'm not sure. Osling did also. Maybe not everyone did 1 year, but not every center. So many centers did, but not every center. So tied to that. So all the students coming to one place to do 1 year that's, I think, a bit difficult. I think it is a situation, something. So that's okay. That's it. The legitimate discourse okay. Tiang sangye jumne de jitun chimu kaban. Simjeno kowe dungal do de tabata jime sala kowe che. Kanale shinema chishin. Thank you, Shila said that. Tiangs, even that. Sangye jumne de guru shechamat, you see. So I already explained last time the jum then de. So then you see all the qualities. So Sangatun de Jidin the purpose descending in this world. So is to liberate the sentient beings from the samsara sufferings and to lead the state of omniscience. Only that. Only purpose. Only that. There's no other purpose. Only for the sentient to the last thing, to bring to a state of omniscience. Tang dole sa tunan dibachi me jushin. Dure donga chake misela ni tawa sela pomende chingi dambata me chojus. Then he related to the sutra. The mighty ones, means Buddhas, mighty ones, dibachi meditation do not wash nirkama by water. Dure donga chake miselas. The suffering of the sentient, suffering of the transmigrated beings are not eliminated by the hand. Like by taking one ton, then you take out by finger, see, by hand. So none of that. Also third one, Buddha's his own realization transplant in others. His own realization, not like that, not in the way. Only by revealing, showing the ultimate natural truth. Only by that, then sentient beings get liberated from samsara. So this is Buddha's way, liberate us sentient beings from samsara, from the oceans of samsara suffering. Shesung Buddha is like that. Sangye ju duje due tapsu chubung jiri shitong the tapa sung jangus. For the method to subdue the sentient beings who are objective were subdued by Buddha. Then Buddha, you see, Chubun Jiri Shidong Tapa Sungjang. So Buddha taught what is the known as the 84,000 teachings. Buddha taught. But this is the basis of all that teaching. Tetamjiki shizata teachings. Talking about the will of the teaching. So, basis of all that, what Buddha has taught, 84,000 teachings. Sangyen Tongmaru Sungpa Chöni, the very first Dharma Buddha has taught is Denbashi Langduru Chidawashin Tumbe Chuju Kolo Tangboshi Yonsu Chaba Dini Las. That is the first will of Dharma, revealing practice and abandonment of the Four Noble Truths. Exactly. What is known, the first will of Dharma. This one. Then the Jene, Nene Shacha, Ne June, Bangcha La, Tene Tocha, many temper charters. Dungal Judan, take over the Tishinlam. Shacha Bangcha requests temper char, shares waters. Then Geshe refer to material teaching ornamental sutra. After I don't know how to translate that. Kandisyuru, Tutikin, Kandisyuru. Oh. Kandisyuru.
Ornament of sutra. Ornament of sutra.
Oh.
Ornament of sutra.
Har sutra.
Ornament of sutra. Sejik.
Sorry. So, yeah, I don't know how to translate that. So, ornament of the sutra. Neni Shecha, Nei June Bangcha Las. The medieval said, Neni Shecha, the disease is what is to be known. The disease is what is to be known. Nei June Bangcha Las. The cause of sickness is what to be abandoned. Dene Topcha, many temper towards us, Dene Topchas. So the happiness, peace, happiness is what is to be achieved. And that means after you recover from disease, that peace, happiness. So happiness is what is to be achieved. Many temper taught us the medicine is to follow, to take it to the medicine, what to follow. You take the medicine. Like that, Dungal Jodang, take over, take in them, so like that. The suffering and the cause. So previous one's example, you see. Now the meaning, suffering and the cause, the cessation of that, like that the path. So Shecha Pangcha Rinpoche. So that means for suffering is to be known, and the cause is to be abandoned. Shecha Pangcha Rinpoche. Rinpoche, cessation of the suffering. So that is to be achieved, I guess, to be experienced, to be achieved. Then path, teaching Lam, like that, the path. So that is to be followed. So you take the medicine, you follow the prescription, so that, you follow the path here. She's what like that. Bena Jidina, Nenner Takbe Yonsbi Nebanam, Nere Tindu Tawala, Tangbor Nijum over the Nimi Mushingu. Example, in the world, the patient who is completely possessed by very strong, very vicious, very vicious, very strong sicknesses. Experiencing sickness, but so strong. Then their patients to be free forever. To be free forever from the disease, then first you have to first you have to recognize the essence of sickness. Essence of sickness. And the shortcomings of sickness. After that, where the disease came from. The cause, you need to look for the cause. You need to find the cause from where the disease came. After that, when you generate wish to liberate forever from the disease and the cause of the disease, forever, free from that forever. For that method, for that method, then profound medicine and skillful doctors, you follow them correctly, then you completely recover totally from the sickness and the cause of sicknesses. So like that. So compassion Buddha also to the sentient beings who have been experiencing suffering of samsara. For them, in order to know essence of samsara suffering and the shortcomings of that, then Buddha taught. Therefore, Buddha taught, resolve true suffering. Then Buddha taught, then from where the suffering came, the cause, the karma and the delusion. Then as the Buddha taught to abandon the true cause, to abandon. Then Buddha taught the cause, the all rising true truth. The true suffering, true cause suffering. The Kunju Demba, kunju tenpa nibar sung, kunju tenpa nibar sung. So Buddha taught all rising truth, the cause of suffering, the karma and delusion on. So that is a second truth Buddha taught. You see, Teje dunga yi yudang, Teje dunga yudang jebale tawa dawala. Teje dunga yudang jebale tabala. Dabajeti, Tetobam, Mundu Chavichi, Rugoden, de Subarden. So after that, to generally wish to free from this suffering, including the cause. So to achieve that liberation, to achieve that, to actualize that, then then the subordinance. So the result, the true cessation of suffering is third truth. And 대제 타와탑제 람이르만노 고물 차비 칠 타베 탑스 줄 타베 탑스 줄람덴테 줄람덴테 주 시발 순간인데 줄람덴테서 줄람덴 대투 시발 순간인데 so in order to meditate the graduate path which meant to achieve the liberation. Therefore, the method to achieve liberation, or the cause of liberation, the true path, then that is taught in the fourth time, as fourth truth, fourth time. So in sutra, from sutra, 진리둥아 밥에 땜바오 그래서 so it is mentioned the suffering is the truth of the Arya being. So that is so Geshe Sopa, so then also the similar to that mentioned by Buddha. They also causes suffering and so there, don't shepherdcha, kunja pangwacha, suffering is to be known. Kunja is all rising, the cause to be abandoned. Go on to just cessation of suffering to be actualized. Lam Gomba Chas, path is to meditate upon, Geshe Sopa, so extensively taught by Buddha. Tatara Jagan Hachila Sopa, Duvudungi Demata, let the Nyamala Sopa, let the Nyamala Sopa, Kora Kojiki, Ju, Kuju Dembache, Kora Devajuni Dembanitan. Tatara Jagan Hachila Sopa. So like that, the birth, old age, sickness, death, so forth, the result, true suffering. There is a result, true suffering. Let the Yamal Saba call Kochik, Jukunja, Tembachi, call to Judik, Tembanitan. So karma and the Myanmar delusion is the cause. What makes to a circle? What makes to a circle in samsara? So the Kasuri, the Kunju Temba, that all rising truth. So this second truth, the cause and result. Cause and result. The second truth of the cause result that depend on samsara. That depend on samsara. So the true truth depend on samsara. See, call it tavejivu godenam nyangdedan. The topic tab lami dembanam jisunes. The nirvana was the cessation of suffering, the result, that which is the result, liberated from samsara. Then, what makes the method? What makes to achieve that nirvana? That is nirvana. What makes to achieve that? The true path. So all those the Buddha taught is general. And particularly human being. From life to life, from life to life others. Being under the control of karma and delusion, uninterruptedly, uninterruptedly get reborn, uninterruptedly take the rebirth. In samsara. Then that's how the sentient beings circle in the samsara. Circle in the samsara. Then you do jeba sabes. Call it tatunam. Shiba. Tumbe chitu. Then they let you lujung. Lujung tang, lungdo, sambakani sumbares. So, by seizing the result, by seizing the karma and delusion and the result, the cause, the karma and delusion, and the result, true suffering. The result is the true suffering. So, by seizing all that, then call it tatunam. then in that way, then you get liberated from samsara. Then to show these details, then therefore the 12 dependent rising, 12 dependent related limb, 12 dependent related limb, then they are latini. So explained Lujung, explained according to the evolution of that. So Lung Dog then so sorry. Yeah. So then to see the true cause of suffering, the birth, old age, sickness, and death. So by seeing that, seeing that depends on seeing the cause of suffering. So it goes like that, you see. So there are two ways explained. How the suffering rises, the Lungdo, how to stop, So to stop suffering, you have to stop the cause suffering, that you see. To exercise the suffering, they have to exercise three parts. So this is the first time dependent arising. The number of temper Shijavi, Temi Dodan. Solid Jambu Shijavi, Tabajabu, Dosol, Jatiris, who Tayang, Solid Jambu Dolani. I think maybe I stop here. Sorry. Yeah. So these are taught. So these are dependent arising, the first one. Dependent arising, first one. Then number then explaining details about it, called that Sutra of the LZR path. Solid Jamba Shijawa, Taibachama Dosala Yajusums, then extensively taught about it. In the text called planting the seed, planting the green plant in the earth with the to grow.
Fertilizer.
So this minor teaching, so for this minor teaching is extensive taught. So then the course is what the Sarajam Buddha says. So I start, yeah. Okay, so then I do tomorrow, that's depending, see. So this one I've been planning to speak to you a long time. So that's I was carried this. So it's very important to learn a will of life. That very, very so important. So important. For your own, how to be free from samsara, and that means also to, that's the first thing, and to achieve enlightenment after that. So, stood here and Kasure. What did you take it away? So we do some prayer, and the king of the prayer, after the king of the prayer, there's the Kimball's, King Island Kimball's mother passed away. He was sick some days ago. I got named sick, very sick. But today she passed away. His mother, Elva Caudrelli, 5:30 passed away. So they said we're going to do the king of prayer, that, and then all the Kadure. With the Chitta motivation in the beginning, then particularly who trusts me, whom I promised to pray for, whose name is given to me, the English and all that. Okay? So king of prayer on that. Then 가서 뉴스 제네스 쿠쇼.
당보 친절. 친절 당보를 king of prayers. 상주 가능은
잠재.
상중간이 돼. 맞어.
그래서 잠재 냐고 당합니다.
So the first of the projector prayer on page 284. 가도 되잖아요. 러자 여봐도 지금 가도 되잖아요. So first maybe the self-generation on page 311. Rāñi-ge, ji-ge, bē-ndu, je, ji-je, she-ji, chā-ñi-ge, chū-gu-dān, tō-pa-rā-zi-mbē, kō-ri-shi-yā-mā-yu, ōmō-ri-di, wā-ri-dā-na-da-ōm, ōmō-sāmbā-wā-shi-du, sā-wā-dhamā-sāmbā-wā-shi-du, hāṁ, tō-mā-ñi-du, tō-mē-ngā-ne, ya-ne-no, ra-ne-mē, ki-wu-sum-ye-de, ā-re-ji-we, tō-wā-ka-wā-de, nā-du, chā-ngā, du-zi-ngā, rangi tuke hone seche lona bobe roi me bara tebe zena jishin guwa yo ike sune seche bade yisum kune toba lone she mui kato chiniki kencha e desi towa rangi mambo beshin bewa yo oma back to page 284. 나게 생제 단제게 녀모 마드 세월 공보 라마 예메라 나네 그베 자서 나서 생제 단제게 반제 마도 세월 라마 공보 예메라 나네 그베 자서 나게 생제 단제게 녀모 마드 세월 공보 라마 예메라 나네 그베 자서 나서 생제 단제게 반제 마도 세월 쇼 개와지 단제노 개레 단주 마도 생제 네 단제 생제 땡게 저 라마 공보 예메 Shire benza bare waya kange shane chise dama kinge shinje ro benjo she tenda maye shane rade dande kinya chimbo senso benja ma yawa ya she jande mare tije tabe kunde chinde shinje she kande kebe tena shinje yawo tege dane kaya ma tena Rivo Rashi Chitra Tuba Tabo Uru Shebe Tajin Jume Rajo Nabe Devde Nabe Nabe Genja Shinde Soka Riche Tebe Ngate Ngato Tebe Tebe Kobe Membara Shebe Chitra Chitra Yete Yue Kashin Janzo Kame Taten Tabe Tena Neje Nabe Genja Gere Tena Shinjin Yao Nime Kana Toda Pende Neche Yenja Yongo Sanche Yewe Kwanda Je Singe Rade Gende Ola Toge Ngage Tabu Gaje Chivu Tage Pade Gole Tembala Tembala Chashi Chizon Dame Deme Yawa Chive Numuru Tsibe Tebe Shane Yede Yewe Dege Dege Kala She Yewe Ba Chigon Dugon Lela Taje Taje Dege Suna De Taba Meyo Kube Tinche Kinji Shinji Shanan Shende Shendo Maye Maye Chido Tamba Dun Agenda Dega Gajao Shendo Tia Kege Chashi Randami Randon Noye Nabun Ende Nagata Seda Mata Nabu Shinji Chido Mata Maye Maye Goma Tange Tange Ratu Geshe Dege Chige Nege Chige Gajao Tango Nana Nana Dona Jawa Kunje Yanda Yanga Jande Yashi Sade Kunje Lama Peze Goba Chide Mane Ba Deshi Shiji Shiji Kane Kure Lade Chide Kwasa Chema Yanda Lange Nuzu Dona Simbe Nabo Zana Lige Chema Zengende Dena Deneje Gombone Ngasu Gege Toboje Sashi Wanje Kena Sono Chidan Sashi Dan Kebra Lede Nijige Lede Baye Lede Hasin Dije Ko Jena Chiju Nuyen Danja Zan Dage Mande Shepa Jege Lenzo Dendo Shen Dige Ishe Dobo Shende Lenge
Lama Yeshe She Jia Te So Te Che Mo Be Wan Ge Chen Te Na To Wa Me Nyo Do She Su So Den Ge Nan Ga Lo Na Ze Me Ve Jin Do Da Zen Ba Se Me 我的手都把它举过，接着咱们开始打坐着。给见个见难给当在啥些马律。也给这位这先刚刚结巴个可当结了吧？现在个说多少次，去年见着了这次，所谓的越南就不了解，看这个在中间马律的。那说的这我当接着那我当家为做忙的，俺妈说家莫拉不你上街单把送这些叔叔，弄着的这大金家谁说的把妈的。人家为见所见莫拉告诉我，前辈查查了，能解决在准备做，接待上别见着巴登，天天说把这这辈子，年我写我今天老子。三大辈子的装扮那trang trang姐姐叫我的马索呀莫拉索索没也我没把他在你的来那姐姐吧，你在你没见三家门，天大爷没看到所家门，就当作人同把灯把心帮了母。现在是就几位啊子，大街工作干么子多，工作是在马拉扎的路，大街你的把这些文，在你的来弄些这把你。在你说那没见三家门，天大爷没搞到所家门，这叫嘛当作人给子，同把天把别把拉莫姐嘛做的，也别个为做么呢？大姐。现在马拉加达路，早南街路，在年的那些个吧，在年个那没
Page 311. Omare de Ujitanana.
Ombe Omazamba Vajda, Zamazamba Vajda.
Tomani de Gyora, Tomani, Yamen, Alemi Vikiu, Singi Dendo, Aleji, Tawaka, De Nando Sha, Dizema, Didagi Dendo Ma, Rangi Tuki Hone, Research, No Yame, Tuvanangi Zena Chichiango, Ige Sune, Research about the Jason Gonetaba, Taba Hundeshe, Hungi Kato, Chinegi, Gates, Duzita Vachi, page 300.
do 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 wa de chanya san de ya da da kya ba da ja la ba jen da na da da san ja ba ne de ba kya la ya la ja la nyen ba la da 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 de do an de ba de nya do do nya do la da da ma ya re da sen sen dan de no do do no lo do nya wa la da 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 de da de na do le da ma le da de da na na de la ma de da ba ma le ma cha ba ye de la la je da la do wa de wa de cha ya san de ya do la de我做不到也解决，那啥的也没得没法子，做家搞着的，年年在大街边的人，做了没个家真不到，也这样，做这也怎么呢？老子让人的。切达金达南接三百的，切达三百接近的万的，切达接所发的这个，你我接我进接了都。故尊就说那么大，也那些。这那这大，讲究讲究什么大？这个嘛，咱们这了这嘛，咱们的我了这些咱们的人都很多。还有我们家乡的，那边我们山上的，你这边大哥的，你这高啊上不？看这边真起哇的，去就嘛，嘎啦的，这啥子都讲了说。这些个这了这么咱们的，包了这些咱们的人们。呀，现在呢，那个大，这这么个大，有了这这那这么个大，嘛不这个，现在这来把大，我们这这把咱们这把了这些咱们这了。怎么看到呀？下大，你这把妈妈大，人那个这你这把这个妈妈什么他的，这把呀这三大是这个这个三这一个这了这把咱们这个这个。那个的人都说他这家把这把那个这个这个这大这这嘛的呀下大，这些这大嘛这大这大，你这大我就那么。这家了的这个这些个这了这我怎么的？这了这不应该这不应该我怎么这我不这来这来人。明天的这么说，这个这个个怎么的？怎么的？萨达哈给那波达，这个人那波达，这样的波达波达，这我这些达达，这达达这达摩拉这拉玛拉萨瓦那是一个这拉这波达摩的摩拉这。萨玛这些拉达给的真的萨达哈给那波达，那也多那波，萨也那么在马达，去也真的些，公婆的这萨达一定是达达些。好啦，达啦，索啦达，那啦没啦啦，那是那些国家啦，吃哇他妈的，这个他妈的些啦，大概是这样的，萨达还给那不达，那也多那不，啥也那么他妈的，这些也真的些，公婆的这啥达，一定是达他些，好啦，达啦，索啦达，没啦没啦啦，那是那些国家啦，吃哇他妈的，这个他妈的些啦，大概是这样的。这个萨玛这个什么呢？萨索拉达的这个索，这个人家给了拉那，这个这人
Koda deba non jana gyavara zonje somenzo. Back to page 295. ye shabe kaya ye meji che se ngai dai ge be tenes ke ba ke mo ja ja de che ba ja za be lo go je pe jin zing ge pe we jo zo ma ta je san jo nge ba je wa che ze zong da ye me jo re ye le ge pen za jo en da je a ya ge wa ge la ma me sha o lo da re ge a so de la cha ze cha re se wa de je le do je le re ya de ge zo ve sa me wa ye she ge me sha la cha ze cha sha ma re ze ye de jan be ka nye ne je je ma se mo ba de na mo da ma che do je be wen zo ko da de je dan ze che do ya ze ne ja da ja de lo ko je se da se na be na ja ma she ge wa da ze ve te ne ze. Page 344, King of Prayers.
The King of Prayers. I bow down to the youthful Arya Manjushri, you lions amongst humans, gone to freedom in the present, past and future. In the worlds of 10 directions, to all of you with body, speech and sincere mind, I bow down. With energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms of the world, to all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom are Buddhas numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of bodhisattvas, and I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way. With infinite oceans of praise for you, and oceans of sound from the aspect of my voice, I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas, and celebrate all of you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heaped high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you victorious ones. With transcendental offerings peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every humble action I have done with my body, speech and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential, of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of solitary realizers, hearers still training, and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who have attained a Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening, all you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together, I earnestly request, you who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for eons numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by paying homage, offering and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all this for full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas, surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath the Bodhi tree. May as many beings as exist in 10 directions be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with the Dharma, and may their every Dharma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives in all varieties of existence, may I practice the Bodhisattva way, and thus in each cycle of death, migration and birth, may I always abandon the householder's life. Then, following in the footsteps of all the Buddhas and perfecting the practice of a Bodhisattva, may I always act without error or compromise, with ethical discipline faultless and pure. May I teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and nagas, of humans and of demons, and in the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivate the 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures this awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces. Just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's wave, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky, may I ease the suffering in the lower realms and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe. May I guide all wanderers in samsara to the pure bliss of awakening and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for eons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with the various dispositions of beings, showing the ways of a bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those whose path is like mine, and with body, words, and also mind, may we practice together the same aspirations and activities. May I always meet a spiritual mentor and never displease that excellent friend who deeply wishes to help me and expertly teaches the bodhisattva way. May I always directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled by bodhisattvas, and without pause or discouragement for eons to come, may I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's genuine Dharma, illuminating everywhere the teachings that awaken, embody the realizations of a bodhisattva, and practice ardently in all future eons. While circling through all states of existence, may I become an endless treasure of good qualities, skillful means, wisdom, samadhi, and liberating stabilizations, gathering limitless pristine wisdom and positive potential. On one atom I shall see Buddha fields numberless as atoms, inconceivable Buddhas among bodhisattvas in every field, practicing the activities of awakening. Perceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3 times Buddhas in the space of a wisp of hair. So I too will practice for an ocean of eons. Thus I am continually immersed in the speech of the Buddhas, expression that reveals an ocean of qualities in one word, the completely pure eloquence of all the Buddhas, communication suited to the varied tendencies of beings. With strength of understanding, I plunge into the infinite enlightened speech of the Dharma, of all Buddhas in the 3 times gone to freedom, who continually turn the wheel of Dharma methods. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future eons, and I will enter into all eons of the 3 times in but a fraction of a second. In one instant I shall see all those awakened beings, past, present and future lines amongst humans, and with the power of the illusion-like stabilization, I will constantly engage in their inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom the array of pure lands, present, past and future. Likewise, I shall enter the array of pure Buddha fields, in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all my guides, those lights of this world who are yet to appear, those sequentially turning the wheels of complete awakening, those who reveal nirvana, final perfect peace. The power to lead to the great vehicle through every approach, the power of always beneficial activity, the power of love pervading all realms, the power of all surpassing positive potential, the power of supreme knowledge unobstructed by discrimination, and through the power of wisdom, skillful means and samadhi, may I achieve the perfect power of awakening, purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of disturbing emotions at their root, diffusing the power of interfering forces. I shall perfect the power of the bodhisattva practice. May I purify an ocean of worlds. May I free an ocean of beings. May I clearly see an ocean of Dharma. May I realize an ocean of pristine wisdom. May I purify an ocean of activities. May I fulfill an ocean of aspirations. May I make offerings to an ocean of Buddhas. May I practice without discouragement for an ocean of eons. To awaken fully through this bodhisattva way, I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice, of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times everywhere. In order to practice exactly as the wise one, called Samantabhadra, all-embracing good, the elder brother of the son and daughters of the Buddhas, I completely dedicate all this goodness. Likewise may I dedicate, just as the skillful Samantabhadra, with pure body, speech and mind, pure actions and pure Buddha fields. I shall give rise to the aspirations of Manjushri for this bodhisattva practice of all-embracing good, to perfect these practices without discouragement or pause in all future eons. May my pure activities be endless, my good qualities boundless, and through abiding in immeasurable activity, may I actualize infinite emanations. Limitless is the end of space, likewise limitless are living beings, thus limitless are karma and afflictions. May my aspirations reach these limitless as well. One may offer to the Buddhas all wealth and adornments of infinite worlds in 10 directions, and one may offer during eons numberless as atoms of the world, even the greatest happiness of gods and humans. But whoever hears this extraordinary aspiration and longing for highest awakening, gives rise to faith just once, creates far more precious positive potential. Those who make this heartfelt aspiration for the Bodhisattva way will be free of all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, and will quickly see Amitabha infinite light. And even in this very human life, they will be nourished by happiness and have all conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they will become like Samantabhadra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 boundless harmful actions created under the power of ignorance. Blessed with supreme knowledge, excellent body, family, attributes and appearance, they will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all the 3 worlds will make offerings, going quickly to the noble Bodhi tree and sitting there to benefit sentient beings, subduing all interfering forces. They will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of Dharma. Have no doubt that complete awakening is the fully ripened result, comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading or reciting this aspiration of the Bodhisattva practice, in order to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality as it is, and just like Samantabhadra as well. I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they did. With that dedication which is praised as greatest by all the Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times, I too dedicate all my roots of goodness for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice. When the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha, may I go immediately to Sukhavati, pure land of great joy. Having gone to Sukhavati, may I actualize the meaning of these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception, for the benefit of beings for as long as this world endures. Born from an extremely beautiful superlative lotus, in this joyful land, the Buddha's magnificent mandala, may I receive a prediction of my awakening directly from the Buddha Amitabha. Having received a prediction there, may I create vast benefit for beings throughout the 10 directions with 1 billion emanations by the power of wisdom. Though even the small virtue I have accumulated by offering this prayer of this Bodhisattva practice, may all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant, through creating limitless positive potential. By dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, may all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha. Through this king of aspirations, which is the greatest of the sublime, helping infinite wanderers in samsara, through accomplishment of the scripture dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice, may suffering realms be utterly emptied of all beings.
So maybe we can do a final identification prayer on page 339. Geshe Sopa Rinpoche, spontaneously composed by Rangchung Namjima Rangdo Namsel.
Chiji Java Tunava Namba Beva, the Kiji Sama. Tunjamala Sama Show, Dada Singit, Jaya Tunila Den, Java Santa, Temba Yurin Banjirich, Tunanda Javada Jambanda, Namanadu Javada, Chanjisama Sama Jumukunda Samara Jata, Tatum Bedo Abu Nesom to the Dame, Tatum Bedo Abu Nesom to the Dame. Kaya Tambadra Abudin Samdra Damaka, Kaya Tambadra Abudin Samdra Damaka, Soha, Mechung Seche, Chilla. Anyway, some day Javara Jamada, the Mijala Biru, Javara Jaza, some day and that Javara Jamada, the Mada, Rata Trive, Javala Chata, Mechung Seche, the Lua Meve, Dambatan Tiger Hassan. And the mobile Very much. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good night. Thank you very much.
So hopefully tomorrow morning we can have our session at 6:30. Hopefully everyone is inspired to come. 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah.
So, generous. Now I come on time.